Hey guys, welcome back to GreyWolf TV. We are back with Person of Interest, episode 9, season 4. So, at the end of the last episode, this agent, Samaritan, appears to have tracked down Shaw. It looks like her cover's blown at an absolute minimum. I don't know what's going to come from it, but I don't know. I don't know what she's going to do. I'm kind of hoping there isn't some sort of exchange of fire in there, but we'll have to go and find out if it even shows it. So let's go find out. Episode 9. She's so straight-faced. Please tell that's true. Thank God for that. There we go.
Nice parking job.
We're in a camera dead zone. Your cover's been blown.
You think?
I thought Samaritan couldn't see us.
It can't.
Assuming that the machine saw the threat, yes, but the fact that it didn't suggests that we're not the only ones who've learned how to operate in the shadows.
Then what?
Then we'll keep you safe.
No. I mean, what if we get a new number?
Not to worry. I'm sure Mr. Reese can handle anything that comes along.
Well, he's going to have to.
Those stolen NYPD files contain every member of Elias's organization.
Jeez.
His business associates. I told them to come here.
Well, where are they now?
No, the ladies will have to manage on their own. You need to stay on Elias.
Stay focused.
He's proved to be a valuable ally during these uncertain times.
So how we doing? How are the accounts?
Fine, for the most part. Feds are sniffing around again.
He's confident. Oh, crap.
Brotherhood is tracking Elias, too.
Can't say I'm surprised. Stay close to him, Mr. Reese.
Dominic stole a cache of NYPD files on you and your organization, and his men have been following you.
So he's studying me.
Like how the old Dons thought they could handle you.
Thanks for the warning, Detective. But this action by Dominic, it requires a response.
Whatever you need. You know I got your back. I'm still just a little in shock that Dominic would try such a thing.
You're sweating.
Nah, he's ambitious, intelligent, I get it. I might even see how he could look like a good bet to some people.
Easy.
Everyone relax. We're just talking. If he was able to turn you, my dear Gino, I can only imagine that he's approached everyone.
I found Shaw, but she escaped.
Yes. I assume with the help of Ms. Groves.
How are they accomplishing such a thing?
I found the truck they were hiding in, but they were already gone. It was pulled over in a dead zone by a detective.
If they figure out about these servers that Rue planted inside Samaritan, because we knew we couldn't take it down, that was her failsafe backup, just for it to no longer see them as threats and for it to eliminate them as suspects. She's just picked up on that pretty quickly. If they figure that out, all bets are off.
Because you almost died back there. And Samaritan's operatives are just getting smarter and faster. So while you may not be scared about what could happen to you the next time, other people are.
He was over there on the boardwalk with Elias.
Tell me about him.
Going after his money.
Times. Guy's practically a ghost, but he's tight with Elias.
Elias will turn up.
Why would Elias be so concerned about an accountant?
He's his money guy.
He's much more than that. He had somebody pulling strings on the outside.
And that's probably you
When you're
guy.
underground, always had somebody above ground handling business.
See, this is my whole point. This Dominic, he has... I don't want to say he appears to be a gangbanger, because that's, you know, that's putting a label on his appearance, which I don't want to do. But he doesn't appear to be a gangbanger. He's way too intelligent. He's way too informed, controlled, and your average street thug, whether they're a part of a crew or not, makes moves and decisions without thinking and then just deals with the aftermath and the consequences. This guy is as good at planning as Elias is. Where has this guy come from? Or am I just reading too much into it? I don't know.
What is it now, Glasses?
Detective, I hope you're not busy.
Why, you need me to rescue Lucy Ethel again?
No, but it's something equally urgent.
My office heard about a drug stop you made. A couple of movers in a truck.
Yeah, what about it?
Don't trust her. Don't trust
Want to tell me
her.
why a homicide detective is making a drug stop?
Who's the lead agent over there? Chambers?
He's testing you.
Knows all about it.
See, Fusco's
You went with him,
smart.
right? Hey, was being questioned about our lady pals.
I know.
I know. I was listening and watching you from the camera on your desk.
You called earlier. You need something?
Oh, never mind. Nothing to worry about.
No, he can't now.
Detective, you just carry on with your normal work routine.
Always another way out.
A holdover from the previous owners.
Okay.
I kept it for an occasion such as this.
We need to go.
Not yet.
Forget it. There's no time. Elias? Too dangerous. Keep moving.
John's running with the mob.
I'm there. Where is he?
I'm sorry, that's
Told
out
you.
of the question.
Don't.
Harold?
Goodbye,
No.
Miss Shaw.
Fine. But we'll use the shadow map to get there, and as soon as we help John, you promise to go underground.
Dominic will have his men going floor by floor. We can't stay hidden forever.
You wanted all the same things once, and you got it. When you took out the Dons.
Well, now you want to do the same thing to me, is that it?
It's the natural order of things. We both know how this ends for you. But if you give yourself up, your man and Detective Riley can walk out of here.
You can't give yourself up. He'll kill you.
I suspect he will.
We tried it your way. Now we're doing it mine. Dominic won't kill Anthony unless he has you. And I'm not gonna let that happen.
Elias knew we were coming for him, but he came here anyway. Why?
Yeah, he did.
Because of this. You want to run the streets? Hearts and minds. You want to run the whole city?
You want that
More
safe.
than just money. You're Italian, right? Your ancestors were Romans. You know what the Romans did when they marched in our country? They gave the king a choice. Join or die. This isn't just about Elias. This is about a regime change.
I'm using the penthouse's Wi-Fi network as a sort of passive radar system to image the building floor by floor.
Really?
But
You
I'm
can do
afraid
that?
none of the exits look very promising.
I think Dominic's wrong about you. You don't know the combination. If you did, you put a stop to all this. You better take Dominic's offer before it's too late. Could be your own man, have your own crew.
No cameras. Remember our deal. We do this, and then straight to the subway.
Yeah, you're killing the mood. Is this the place?
Nope.
Sorry, sweetie.
Ah, I didn't see that. Oh, Root, you snidey little bugger. But not today.
Get after your nap.
You really think Dominic's gonna let Anthony go?
Find out soon enough.
I understand you're wanting to save your friend, but you must know that there's more hanging in the balance here than just his life.
Perhaps, but his is the one that I care about.
Oh, no.
Back in, Finch. Headed for the penthouse.
Is Anthony even still alive?
Hey, put him on. Boss,
How you doing, Anthony?
I've seen worse. So I think we should just give him the code.
I want them to let you go first.
With how Elias is, and the fact that he doesn't run from it, what if this code, and the reason he brought you to this building, is if he can't win, you can't win? What if all this is a play to stall and make you think you've beaten him, and the code to the safe blows the whole building with everyone in it?
I just want it to be done.
Okay, Anthony.
It's a possibility.
That's enough.
Mr. Reese, there's something curious about that vault.
Yeah.
I gotta give you credit.
I'm right, aren't I?
You studied your enemy, you infiltrated my organization, you identified my weakness, and you exploited it. Well, it's important to know your enemy's weakness. It's just as important to know your own.
Come on, come on.
Do you know yours, Dominic? hubris.
Yep.
Invictus.
Oh, that's right. Good night. Too late. Oh. Fuck.
I still won.
Why aren't you smiling?
Oh, she's gonna be madder than one when she comes to.
She
We
is.
had no choice. Miss Shaw's cover is blown. Our survival now depends on her seclusion.
I believe the machine is blinding Samaritan by blocking all the relevant data on Mr. Finch and his associates.
Wrong.
Must now be Samaritan's eyes. So,
Great.
I'm expanding your capabilities.
Origins? Oh, bugger me.
We lost a lot of good soldiers up in that building. I'm not sure if we got something to show for it.
We could always find more soldiers. Detective Riley, bitch who pulled me out of the ambulance, and whoever's bankrolling this. They're not law enforcement, not criminals. But it's like I told you.
There's always a gang within the gang.
You'll need to arrange for a new office.
Someplace nice this time.
And we won't meet like this again. I hope you understand why I didn't tell you about the bomb.
You were playing the rope-a-dope on Dominic.
I looked into its history. It used to be a group home.
The Wayland Home for Boys.
Yeah.
Maybe you've heard of it.
Yeah.
I always hated that place.
Maybe. Yes.
And that room you didn't like.
That was your room.
Where bad behavior was corrected. It's up to me now to make sure that his sacrifice wasn't in vain.
What will you do?
You told me you wouldn't help me fight a war, John. Well, sometimes a war comes to you. Invictus Maneo.
Okay, episode 9, and Anthony is no more. I got a bit of it right. I couldn't remember what the term was, but John's told us for it, the rope-a-dope. It was the only thing that left that made sense, because what else could be in a safe that would have given him this kind of, as he calls it, power and leverage? It couldn't be something that's in a safe. So it made sense. So I was right with what I said at the start of this episode. Shaw is out of the picture. I fell for it just as much as she did with Root. She's good at doing that. She's completely compromised. She's going to have to stay put. And that episode was very reminiscent of the episode when we first met Elias. Running through a building, completely outnumbered. And he doesn't panic at all, but neither does Dominic, like I mentioned in commentary. I don't know who this guy is, but he's highly educated, highly intelligent, professional to a point, but he's quickly to discard people just as tools that he uses and directs as to what he wants and where he wants and what he wants them to do. Like he said, we just load a load of soldiers in that bomb, and he's like, well, we can always get more. That doesn't matter to him. He wants everything Elias has had because he feels he's the changing of the guard, the new in with the new, out with the old, and found Elias vulnerable. But he ain't done yet, is he? And now he's just warned Reese and Harold to stay out of his way if you don't want to get involved in a war. In effect, in a turf war. Damn. I'm not sure there's more to add to it than that at the moment, other than the fact that the Decima guy has slightly, as far as I'm concerned, slightly got it wrong. He thinks the machine, Harold's machine, is blinding Samaritan into seeing those targets when we know what it is that's actually doing it, that Root planted in there before it became fully online. But it's not going to take them long before they figure it out. But she's now got an entire team behind her, giving you more assets, as he's called it. So they've all that to deal with. They're still going to work within the shadows. Shaw's out of play, and now we've got this with Dominic and Elias. There's 2 many fingers in the pie. But it's great. I love it. We'll be back for episode 10 in the next few days or so. If you want to watch this in full length, as always, check the link in the description and you can go and see the full episode over on Patreon. I will see you for the next one very soon. Till then, guys, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Hit the sub if you haven't already. See you for the next one. Take care.